Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So, it is finally sweater weather around these parts. So here I am in my big comfy sweater. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be 90 degrees again tomorrow, but that's not the point. Anyway, none of this is the point actually. The point of this video is I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. I went thrifting yesterday and wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I bought, what I'm going to be selling, and most of this stuff is brands that I don't really have that much experience with, so I'm excited to share it with you. I went in with the intention of finding jeans. Jeans are selling like crazy for me right now. Sweaters, and there's dust flying everywhere, I apologize. I would love to find some sweaters. Sweaters are doing really well for me. I just sold a sweater that had been sitting in my closet, I think for like 2 years now. So super exciting stuff. I love this time of year, not just because of lots of yummy treats and the weather, but because fall clothes and winter clothes have a higher ASP, average selling price, than summer clothes. Just because, you know, sweaters, boots, jeans, things like that, they tend to sell for a higher price naturally. And so that's why I love to sell it. The one downside is how much room it takes up in the reselling area in my house, which is my basement, but that's okay, it's totally worth it. So I did a little thrift with me as usual, and I'll insert the clips with a voiceover of what I passed on, what I didn't buy, as well as some things that I had to pass on because of stains. So I include that. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. I do this on top of my full-time 8 to 5 desk job. I'm lucky enough to work remote, so I can keep doing this side hustle even though I got a new job and I'm spread real thin right now. It's just kind of like a passion project that I love to keep up with, and I got into it in March of 2020. So here we are. I'm kind of new, so if you're new too, we can go through this together. Anyway, with that being said, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, are you a reseller? Did you just stumble upon this because it's a thrift with me? And also don't forget to subscribe to keep getting content like this. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the thrift with me, and then I'll show you guys what I picked up. So every time I go to the thrift store, I swear I find these Masook pants every single time, and the comps really aren't that good. Plus, I'm pretty sure the husky hair in my house would just weave its way in there and never ever come out. I hate buying just plain black dress pants. So then I decided I was gonna look through the sweaters for fall. The section was actually a little bit sparse, but I was looking for some things that I've been seeing a lot lately, like sweater vests. They're kind of all over the place. And I think it's kind of funny because they were kind of in style when I was in high school, but something else that I've been seeing a lot lately is like Sherpa styles all over the place and quilted style jackets and sweaters. Unfortunately, I did not come across any of that. I'm always going through the blouses because a lot of times there are high average selling price items in the blouses, like really good brands that I'm out on the hunt for, but this time I didn't have that much luck, although I did come across this Free People striped shirt that I thought would be really cute for fall. So I put it in my cart to check the comps. I thought it would be a nice like oversized style. It's like that chambray style. Little did I know, unfortunately, that had a pretty big stain on the front, so I ended up putting it back, and I couldn't really find too many comps on it either. This t-shirt was kind of amazing. I have no idea what it says, but I low-key kind of liked it. Sometimes I'm surprised by what I find in the t-shirt section. It's definitely not my favorite because usually the selling price for t-shirts is pretty low, but every so often I find something halfway decent. Like I think one time when I was looking through the t-shirt section, I found like a Peloton shirt, and those do crazy well, so you never know what you might find. I mostly just like going through it though because they sell t-shirts for a really low price. I'm always hoping to come across a good brand. As you can see, there really weren't that many people at this time. I love going to the thrift store after work because there's less people than on the weekends, so just a little tip for you if you don't like crowds. These Dolce Vita booties were really on trend, but they were $15 and I couldn't find that many comps for them on Poshmark, so I didn't get them. I'm curious to know how Dolce Vita does for you because I do see it at the thrift store a lot. The leopard booties seem to have really good comps, but nothing on the plain black booties, so that's why I left them. I wasn't exactly feeling like taking a risk that day. I came across this Lulu's dress, but the washwear on it was pretty bad. Lulu's actually does pretty well for me, but I'm picky with it and I leave a lot of it behind because a lot of it is an older style and the older styles don't do as well for me, so I kept going. I really loved this Sanctuary jacket, which sometimes sells at Anthropologie, and then this Elodie jacket, which I'm pretty sure I saw this last year at Nordstrom Rack, but I didn't bother to look either of them up because neither brand sells for much for me. So I didn't even look up comps. If I had found either one at the bins, I'm sure I would have. Okay, I wanted to show these Target boots to you guys because they were selling them for $25. Like, they must be out of their minds. I don't understand. I left this Balance Athletica bra, which made me really sad because it had a ton of staining on the front and it had a lot of pilling. It doesn't look like it in the video for some reason, but trust me, it did. Balance Athletica is actually hit or miss for me on Posh, but they do have some really nice workout clothes that fit really well if you're on the market for new workout clothes for yourself. So this is what my cart looked like before I went through everything. I always get excited because I find so much stuff and then I end up putting a lot of it back. So I ended up putting away this Madewell 100% silk shirt. The comps for it were not good. They were like $10 to $15 and it was from spring 2016. I put this Eileen Fisher sweater back. It had a hole in the back. From the bins I would have bought it, but not at Goodwill. So this is actually not something I thrifted. This is something my mom gave me and I remember her wearing this and I'm like, dang, what a throwback. So she gave this to me to sell and it's an old school Guess denim skirt. It is 100% cotton, made in the USA. It's gonna be a little bright. So that's what the logo looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the sun. This is a size 28. It has like the little Guess triangle logo in the back and overall it's in really good condition. The denim has a little bit of yellowing, but other than that, she's good to resell. I mean, I saw some comps for this in the $50, $60 range, but the solds were more in like the $30, $35 range, which if I can get $30 to $35 for that, I'm happy. Okay, now onto the stuff that I actually thrifted. So the first thing was this Spanx. It's kind of like a slip dress, I guess. Not really, but it's shapewear and it has adjustable straps. Basically just designed to suck you in. This was only $4 and it's a size large. The comps for this were in the $35 to $40 range and the Spanx logo looks like that. It's bright red. You can't miss it when you're thrifting. So I have not bought anything like this at the Goodwill. I did once buy new in the box Spanx shapewear at the bins and it sold pretty quickly for I think it was like $15. So this I think will do a little bit better, but we'll see. I love selling Spanx. It's one of my favorite brands. The next thing that I got was something that I don't find often and it's the brand Everlane. The tag looks like that. And this is just a navy blue cotton sweater, nothing fancy. I think this will probably sell for $25 to $30. This was $4 and 30% off. So that's why I decided to buy it. Otherwise, I would say it's like kind of in pre-washed and worn condition. Like I wouldn't say it's like brand spanking new or anything like that. Everlane does surprisingly well for me, even if it's a basic, so that's why I don't mind picking up basic Everlane pieces. There are a lot of basic pieces I don't pick up from other brands, but Everlane is kind of an exception. I've sold plain black t-shirts from them for like $20. Granted, this was a while ago. I do think Everlane has kind of lost its following a little bit, but again, it's not a brand I come across very often, so I'm happy to try it out, especially when it was like less than $4. The next thing that I got was these Gymshark leggings. These were only $5. And the reason why I got them is because they're a fun color and they were in pretty good condition. So they're like this minty green, like a highlighter green almost color. I have this like mesh panel along the side here, which is really cool. And then it just says Gymshark on the butt. I have never found this style before, but I feel like their more unique pieces sell better for me. So this one has the little tab, but unfortunately it's missing the size tag. Usually it would go right here next to it, but I think it got ripped out. But I do feel strongly that these are authentic and not fake, like the ones that I found in my last video. The little rubber logo along the back feels like it's good quality, and like I said, it has that tab, so I felt pretty good about buying these. And I think these will sell between $30 to $35, so that's what the comps were for this, so not bad. We'll see. I actually just sold my bins Gymshark leggings last week, so sometimes I feel like I'll buy brands depending on if I sell it recently or not. And if I hadn't sold those, I don't think I would have gotten these because I had 2 Gymshark leggings that were just kind of sitting in my closet. So sometimes it's just like, okay, if something sold recently, it's on my mind and then I'm gonna get it. This shirt, so freaking cute. I'm gonna have a hard time listing this one, but it is just a cat t-shirt in overalls. Not the usual style I pick up. If you guys follow me on here, like I don't get this kind of thing very often. But this was $3.99 and 50% off, so it was only $2. It's from the brand The Mountain, which I have sold before, and if you are a fan of like animal shirts, then you know this brand. They make lots of shirts like this. I sold a wolf shirt from them before, I think. And so yeah, even the girl at the checkout counter was like, oh my god, that shirt's so cute, can I take a picture of it? And I was like, all right, that's a good sign. So the comps for this were around $20, which is what I've sold the mountain shirts for in the past. This next brand is new to me. It was $6.99 and half off. It's a brand called Whistles, and it's this gorgeous pair of like snake skin shiny dress pants. They're kind of incredible. They're like a straight leg, and these look like they would be very flattering. I don't know, they kind of go in at the waist, they got a nice curve to them, and then yeah, they're like a nice length. So this brand had some really interesting stuff listed. It definitely seems like a higher end brand. This is a size 4. I'm not sure what I'm gonna list this at. I know I've said before I hate selling dress pants, but these were just really unique, and dress pants have been picking up for me in the last like month or two, especially with fall coming up and people going back to the office. For example, if you guys watch my bins haul, I sold through every single pair of those Beta brand pants that I bought, so you know, I'm not mad at it. And then recently I sold a pair of Old Navy pixie pants for full price. So again, another example of things that I've sold recently that made me want to get this more than if I hadn't. So I like looking at patterns and seeing what's sold so I can base my purchasing decisions on that. So that's why I bought this. Hopefully it'll sell for $50. We shall see. Okay, and then last but not least, this is an oldie but a goodie. It was this Patagonia flannel shirt, which like I freaked out when I found this because I've been wanting one, but this is not my color, so it's going up on the Poshmark. But classic flannel pattern in like this blue and purple color, and then it has like buttons that start about halfway or maybe a quarter of the way up and go up to the collar. The tag for Patagonia just looks like that. It's a woman's size 8. The only complaint that I have about the shirt is that there's no Patagonia branding like on the pocket or on the bottom, which sucks. The branding always helps it sell a little bit better, but people do love Patagonia regardless. I mean, it's a brand that people trust, so for $5 I was happy with it. I think I could flip this for around $30 to $35. So that was my fall haul. No jeans, unfortunately, but I did get some pants, so it's all good, and I got some sweaters. So I would say this trip overall was pretty decent. I mean, nothing wild or crazy, but you know, it's pretty good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.